car, and Dad's trying to drive to New York. My mom was screaming at him, so we had to go back to the hotel and call the cab. She was, you're gonna kill him, George.
Yeah, New York is no place to drive.
No.
Even then, it was no place to drive. No.
My dad was stubborn.
Why I bring a whole beat up chair, that way it hasn't so far. My wife's all bring bungee cord. So listen, Dave, they want that chair, they take it. I have 12 of them in the garage.
You know, it was the other day on the internet.
Early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of...
Ladies and gentlemen, how about that for timing? Together in the diamond with number 5 rolling around the smoke.
Oh, how fun. Wow. I want to be with him. Oh, whatever.
Limey is saw a fight for low-level aerobatics waiver, both solo and formation aerobatics, instrument tail wheel ratings, as well as a formation. Back at an angle back from the lead aircraft, left echelon. Really tough for the guy on the outer side. It's called crack the whip. Any movement number 2 makes gets magnified by number 3, which gets magnified by number 4, and number 5 has the toughest position out there, the guy on the left side. Flex McKinnon, former F-15 weapons school pilot from the United States Air Force in the number 5 aircraft. Now, one other very cool thing that was pointed out to me by the number 3 pilot, Daryl Gary. Now, Condors is called, so I know him as Condor. He was a U.S. Navy fighter pilot for 11 years. Completed 4 combat tours in Southeast Asia. And he was giving me a little history of the Top Gun. And, you know, during the height of the Vietnam War, the U.S. Navy tasked a 33-year-old lieutenant commander to establish the U.S. Navy fighter weapons school. Pilots call it to this day Top Gun. The leader of that group was Dan Pedersen, call sign Yank. And Yank is here with us today, along with 2 of the original 9 officers that formed Top Gun. I mean, talk about some history here. Well, the other person here is Jim Lang, call sign Hawkeye. And Hawkeye is here with us also, and his family, as well as Condor, being in the number 3 aircraft coming right for us. These 9 guys, these 9 pilots, literally changed military history through their trajectory of tactical aviation with the United States Navy. And 47 years later, take a look at the break, Condor on the cross. What a beautiful effect. 47 years later, Top Gun is the center of excellence recognized worldwide. What do you think of that, ladies and gentlemen? How are the Red Eagles for you today, huh? Oh, yeah. Condor also holds the distinction of being an F4 pilot, 2,200 hours in the F4. Also flew the T-38, the H-4, and the F-5 while he was at Top Gun. All the experience, he said, Condor said he's having more fun flying in the Yak with the Red Eagles than he has in his whole career. He's having a great time. Watches the aircraft work the geometry to form right back on up. Now we're going to see number 2 and 4 detach off of there. We're going to have the 3-ship Acro flight climbing now for energy. We'll have the other 2 aircraft. Number 2, Trash, who I told you about. Number 4 is Mad Dog. And Mad Dog, his call sign, of course, Duke Bolt was his name, and Mad Dog made sure I point out to the crowd that he was the best pilot on the team. Very tough timing exercise to make it occur right in front of the crowd.
Oh, which one's the foul?
Building a small window for the 2 ship to go slide through. Hold on to your hats. Ready? Oh yeah! How about a round of applause for the needle? Oh yeah! Now left one guy out, number 5. Flex doesn't mind. Mark McKinnon is his call sign is Flex. He just joined the team in 2014. Flies the number 5 position, or the number 2.
after a little bit of a break. Spencer Sue,
Hey guys, you
about his 10th year or so here at Nielsen, where Spencer's been back in the beauty up there.
Right here in the Guinness Book of World Records, right here in El Centro in 2014. Now watch Spencer takes up into the hammerhead, kicking left rudder, slamming the nose over from the left side as gravity takes over, bringing the aircraft down for the high speed setup and getting the full utility out of this aircraft. Now earlier I talked about the Cuban 8. Spencer's going to draw that Cuban 8 in the sky right now. Take a look. 5 8 to lift complete right about there. Rolls it back on over to wing level flight. Right to the left side of the Cuban 8. A couple flourishes on the down line, and there you go. The Ocho Camaro. Spencer began his flying career while working on his Bachelor of Science degree in the late 1980s. Got his private pilot certificate, commercial rating, instrument rating, and then he became a certified flight instructor. Look at him hanging on the prop, a little bit of a tail slide there. Now, one of my favorite maneuvers, one of the toughest maneuvers to actually perform and make a workout is to roll a corner roll and do a pinwheel or a double hammerhead. We'll see if he can make this happen here. Kicks into full rudder right about there. There's one. Let's see if he can make it pinwheel again. Nope, he's going to go for the single. While working on his instrument rating, Spencer went through spin and unusual attitude training. Now this training teaches pilots what to do in an emergency. It involves mild aerobatics. Snap rolls through the straight line. Spencer discovered that aerobatics was a lot of fun, and he quickly lost interest in just flying straight and level. And after attending numerous air blimps, as well as television's Airwolf helicopter, John was a corporate pilot for the aerospace company Northrop Grumman. He was a captain and flew numerous flights. There he flew since global figures former Vice President Dick Cheney, California Senators Barbara Boxer and Dianne Feinstein, former Defense Secretary Kevin Weinberger, as well as Judd Yeager. As a professional air show pilot for 34 years, John has flown more than 12 airshows for ICAS. John and War Dog have been featured in numerous national and international publications and feature films, including Gypsy Angels, an action-adventure film with Vanna White. John's performance today will include the maneuvers that would have been followed by military pilots in their training. According to the manual, these maneuvers will not be performed below 5,000 feet. However, for today, all the way to the surface.
Lots of water, honey.
American in Dallas, Texas in 1944. The T-6 or SNJ is followed by the United States Marine Corps and Navy. T-6 Texas. Stationed at MCAS El Toro down in Orange County, California. Then, in 1946, she was sent to MCAS Miramar. And at one point, she served as a carrier qualifying trainer on the aircraft carrier, the USS Cabot, in Florida. Notice the paint on the War Dog. The paint she wears is the replica of the paint scheme she wore in her early days at El Toro and at Marine Air Stations. Those Those green stripes you see in the wings indicate she was an instrument trainer. The WD on the tail, no, it does not stand for War Dog, it actually stands for Walt Disney. Walt Disney, Mr. Disney, designed the character Ferdinand the Bull for MCAS El Toro, and in his honor, all the aircraft stationed at El Toro had WD painted on their tails. What a great tribute to Walt Disney. Armed service in the 1950s. She then went to Japan, served with the Japanese Self-Defense Force until 1964. In the late 1970s, War Dog was due to be scrapped. He weighs over 5,000 pounds. Now, that distinctive sound you hear coming from War Dog is actually not the engine, that's the sound of the propeller tips going supersonic. Supersonic booms coming off the propeller tips. The North American T-6 Texan was designed as an advanced fighter trainer in the late 1930s and served as a stepping stone to fighter aircraft like the Mustang and the Sabre jet. The basic Texan design underwent constant modifications as it gave the best possible training in all types of tactics from ground strafing, bombardment, aerial dogfighting, etc. Some of the equipment on a T-6 would be bomb racks, line instrumentation, and standard cameras. During the Korean War, the U.S. Air Force and the Marine Corps used the plane as a forward air control aircraft. The T-6 even claims the kill of a MiG. Over 15,000 of these aircraft were built, the last model produced in the early 1950s. The T-6, known as the pilot maker, has trained more military pilots than any airplane in history. And no other military airplane was flown by more kinds of factory. John Aston he would like to have all current and former military veterans please raise your hand to be recognized. John and War Dog salute you, and he thanks you for all the freedoms we enjoy and the many sacrifices you have made.
I should ask him who all flew that plane that raised your hand. Thank you for your service, Jack.
John giving it right down on the deck with a beautiful photograph showing the WD on the trailer, Marines on the side of the aircraft. Great California heritage there. Yes, this aircraft. All right, and John Culver bringing War Dog in right towards Show Center. While he is doing that, I've got the world record holder with, I said 82, but the world record is 81 inverted Spence. Spencer Suderman. Spencer, say hello to the crowd.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to El Centro.
Wow,
buddy. Usually I get to finish. Hello everybody. Thank you for coming to El Centro. Appreciate you being out here. Hope you like what you saw so far. I know there's some more great stuff coming up today. Right, Huggy?
There is. Spencer, this is about your 10th year at the show, right?
This is be number 10, and I can't believe they keep letting me come back.
Well, we're glad to have you back. Of course, world record set 2 years ago right here at El Centro. And correct me if I'm wrong, you're going to try to break that world record again next week, is that right?
That's right. I did set that world record here at El Centro 2 years ago, right before the air show. Next week, I'm going to make an attempt near here in Yuma to break that record. I'm looking for 100 turns, 100 inverted flat spins.
We saw Spencer enter the show with a red meteor pitch coming down with about 10, 15 inverted turns. He's going to take that aircraft at 25,000 feet, airliner altitude to go into the spin. He'll have an oxygen mask on. He's going to have cameras up there all over the aircraft. You can actually see his world record on YouTube when he does it. But we wish you the best on that. And, you're not a professional pilot. You got into this for fun. Just like anybody out there should be giving this kind of thing a try and trying the aerobatic side out.
You know, that's true. Wait a minute, I'm not a professional. I'm really getting paid for this. No, aerobatics is a lot of fun. Anyone who's a pilot should learn some aerobatics, spin training. It makes you a safer pilot, better pilot. It's kind of like when you learn how to drive a car. It's good to know what happens if you go around a corner too fast in the rain. That's what got me started. Just what happens if? What if you find yourself upside down?
Real quick, real quick, the VRC 30 taking off there in the C2. Heading up with the Navy Leapfrogs. We'll get right back to them in a second. Sorry, Spencer.
Oh, no worries. That's great. Didn't watch takeoff. Anyway, every pilot should go through some spin training, inverted attitude training, and for me it was just a lot of fun. The first time we rolled the airplane inverted, something in my brain said, dude, you got to do more of this. I kept on doing it and never stopped.
Well, Spencer, I'm glad to have you as a friend. We're honored to have you back here. Spencer Stephen Funk is going to be walking around in the red and black Meteor pitch jumpsuit, flight suit. So run on by and say hello to Spencer. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Huggy. Thanks for having me.
Served with virtually every air force in the communist bloc, including those of Soviet client states in Latin America, Africa, and the Middle East. Cameras up, folks, for the Echelon Left photo pass. Planes of Fame does have 3 of these aircraft, this being the only flying one.
No security force.
Welcome back.